So we're going to end our E3 coverage with the Nintendo Spotlight. We've all agreed that they should have done a press conference this year. Like, this should have been the year that they had a press conference. We all in agreement. So we are running Nintendo. We are Reggie. Put yourself in Reggie's shoes. Just close your eyes. Envision your Reggie.
How am I going to talk with Jeff Keighley's dick in my mouth? Sorry.
Oh, damn. All right.
Hang on. Let me enjoy my Mountain Dew Code Red while I try to quench my palate of that sick burn.
You have to make sure to wipe off the Cheetos, though.
Yeah, I got Cheetos dust all over me. Sorry.
So, Nintendo. We are doing the Nintendo press conference. How are we running? A Nintendo Switch is on a roll. How do we keep that momentum? Rich, I know I'm going to start with you. How much you love the Nintendo Switch. If you're running Nintendo press conference, how do you get Rich Heiner back on the Nintendo bandwagon? How would you start?
Announce exclusives that are not made by Nintendo.
Third-party support.
Yep.
Which is what you've been saying since day one.
Exclusive. I don't want transfers or this is the mobile version compared to what you'd have on the console experience.
Yeah, like a Call of Duty, a dumbed-down Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah, like, we've got Shadow of Mordor, where you ride one of the mounts and you break them in, and it's like a horse riding kind of simulator. But there's no fighting, there's no territory, winning or anything.
Sounds like an amazing game.
I'm sure that they'll
on my Switch
you to spend $35 on it.
In the park. That sounds
and you can milk them too, Steve. So there you go. It's already pre-ordered.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I am in. It looks like Zeus is in as well. So that would be your focus. Third-party exclusives.
Yeah, because they're not going to announce more than the regular 2 Nintendo games. So they're going to mention the success of Zelda and the system. They're going to talk about Mario Odyssey. They'll probably hint at something else. They won't fully announce it, or they might give you a title, but they don't have anything they want to show yet. And then what are they going to do? They're not going to talk about anything. They're just going to sit there and pat themselves on the back. This is what we accomplished. Because they don't have anything to show you for the future. Or what they do.
Supposedly.
It's just what you are already... you're going to see Splatoon 2. Great. You're already on board. That's not breaking news. That's just more of the same. ARMS, same thing. More of the same. Mario Odyssey, more of the same. I'm sure we'll get more in-depth and stuff, but it's still...
Because ARMS comes out E3 week.
Yep.
And it comes out a few days after their Spotlight. And Mo, you have a Nintendo Switch. So, what would you do to Nintendo press conference?
You have your 3 or 2. ARMS isn't exclusive, but I don't really consider that. I don't know if that's going to have a storyline game. It's more of a party game, I guess.
A fighting game.
Yeah, I guess if you want to consider it that.
What would you consider it?
Injustice 2 is a fighting game, okay?
ARMS
really
is a fighting
well done fighting game.
So are ARMS.
No, not on the Injustice level. I don't see it.
I'm not comparing it to Injustice.
Anyway. I would keynote the exclusives first. One big thing, if I was running E3 and also that company in general, I would actually do something with indie developers to get them developing for bigger games to get Nintendo
Should
going.
Be perfect on the Switch.
Exactly.
Those type of games are perfect.
Exactly. But I'm not gonna go sell The Binding of Isaac for $60 when it's already been on sale for $3 on Steam. What the fuck, Nintendo, were you thinking on that? It's on sale on PlayStation.
They were thinking 5-year-olds
for like $5 to $10.
That's what they were thinking.
Jeez, that was a fucking...
What game?
The Binding of Isaac, which was an indie game for PC and PlayStation. I got The Binding of Isaac on PlayStation for $5. It's $60 on fucking... Or $40 now. They might have dropped the price. I'm not too sure. On the Nintendo Switch. Why?
Because they can.
Because they can. But it's bullshit. So, I wouldn't do shit like that. That's for one. But yeah, I would want to get some indie development plans going in for the Switch. And see how well they do. If they sell really good, I would... as Nintendo, put my focus towards those indie developers and get them working on some exclusives for Nintendo Switch.
Looks like there's a theme here. Exclusives.
It's all about the games.
Yeah, it is all about the games. And even so, like, they still have to get their third party going too. Rich is very right on that. Like, You've pushed off so many developers just for having your keynote rules as Nintendo that I think you need to get some of the respect of the gaming community back. I think it's big.
Do you think it is too early to have that support right now? Because developers were waiting. They were wait and see approach. Wait and see what happens.
Here's my statement on that. That's what they did with the GameCube. That's what they did with the Wii. That's what they really did with the Wii U. If they let them continue doing that, it's going to end up the same, which is what I've
They had a lot of third-party support in the Wii.
Yeah, shovelware. It was shovelware. And that should not be what they're trying to be known for, is having that. And again, what are those titles that are standing out, you know?
No, I agree.
So,
Yeah, we need like big party third party developers, someone that
we
actually
need quality.
What
It
quality,
shouldn't just
exactly.
be mobile games.
Yes, that's the word,
But
quality,
with a
not
little bit of a
shovelware.
fucking AAA kind of budget.
Yeah.
Or graphics that go with it, but it still plays like a cell phone game.
How have you felt about your Nintendo Switch purchase so far?
empty right now.
Yeah, Zelda was awesome, right?
Zelda was awesome.
That's it.
I go back to it every once in a while, and I play.
You picking up Mario Kart soon?
I'm not too sure. Not with. I'm holding off for a little bit. Holding off.
It's actually not too bad playing on the plane with the Joy-Cons. It's not as awkward as you would think it would be. Just with one Joy-Con, I was actually able to still race well with that little Joy-Con in your hand, and especially with the mechanics. They have the two bumpers up top, so it still works. With the Joy-Con, I actually became more of a believer playing Mario Kart with the Joy-Cons because it looked really weird in the original trailer. Is it the most ideal way to play? No, I will not be here and say ideal, but it is playable. It was more comfortable than I thought it would be, and I was still able to race well.
Like they should announce something like Donkey Kong. Bring that back. You got so much potential there, Nintendo to.
You don't have Rare anymore.
No, true. Yeah, always forget.
I hate to be the downer,
but-
the reason why we look at these things is because they did good in the past. But when was the last time?
Yeah.
They haven't done it in a while. That's why I'm hearkening back to this and saying we're letting them rest on their laurels because we remember when we were impressionable youths, how great that stuff was, and now we're carrying that forward 20 years. Nintendo is not. Nintendo's charging us for that with the NES Classic and shit like that, but they're not really innovating. And I don't think motion controls is innovation. They're not really. They used to be the
They used to
standard.
be.
They're not.
No.
They're not.
Agreed.
In reality, one of the only games that I'm actually waiting for is, well, besides the Mario, is Splatoon, just because I like the competitiveness. I've heard that it's really competitive online.
Yeah.
So
We'll
that's
be
for me.
playing.
Yeah, that's for me. I'll do it. Even Heather will jump in on that too. It looks fun. I haven't played the first one, so you have the first one. I should probably try it out before.
Do you have a Wii U or?
No, you have one. That's why I'm.
Yeah, it's collecting.
It's not
Collecting
it's not
dust.
hooked up. So
Yeah,
It's
well,
collecting dust.
yeah.
It's gonna be put up in the wall of shame behind us. Well, I do have the Wii U gamepad in our wall of shame. The Wii U gamepad and the Xbox 360 Connect.
But I am looking forward to that game. We'll see what happens. I feel there should be more games coming out for that Switch, especially for something releasing so early.
Yes. So if I'm running Nintendo, this is the time. Let's hold the momentum. I need to show everyone what's going to come in the future because we don't.
Yeah.
We know 2017, but they need more between July and I would say Mario November. They need another game. They've been doing great every month. They've had a high-profile game. They had Mario Kart in April, #1 in 2 days. It's going to sell well in May. It was the #1 selling game in April. Came out April 28th. They have ARMS in mid-June. Is that going to be a top seller? It will sell well because...
there's nothing else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It might be a great game. It's a more in-depth, but is it for
Do you
everyone?
want it to sell well?
I will hold off until I
don't want things like that to sell well because they will continue making things like that. That's the problem.
will hold judgment until I actually read actual reviews of the finished game. Because I've actually been reading previews. They did hands-on, and they say it's a more in-depth fighter. It's unique. It's something new. if they have a story mode to it a little bit, I will probably purchase it. If it has a story mode like Street Fighter, you fight the ranks and you upgrade, I will think about purchasing it based off the reviews and if it has that story mode. If it's just
one guy got his arms because his buddy got killed in the war, and this is how he carries.
no, but I want I don't want just go online and fight multiplayer. That's not what I'm gonna purchase it for. We'll see. I'll wait and see approach. Splatoon 2, that's going to sell well because there isn't much on Nintendo. But between July and November, which is my prediction for Mario, what games? I assume they might have another port like Mario Kart Deluxe. They might have one for Super Smash Bros. Or Pokemon. They might do the Pokemon that they did that was released. There was word that they might do a port to upgrade it to the Switch. More than likely they'll have one of those. But I'm starting out with Mario Odyssey. Then Splatoon, Games 20, but my second half focus of my press conference is what's coming out in 2018, and this is not going to happen, but I'm running my conference, Metroid fucking Prime, on the Switch.
Time's done. Trilogy's over.
Isn't that what they said about Mass Effect?
Yeah, and see what
And it's still over.
they made the point. Like, oh, you want more Mass Effect? Fine. Are you sure? Okay.
It's over now.
You know, if
That's what Team Ninja did. You want more Metroid? We'll give you more Metroid.
Metroid
No,
under
I'm good.
M.
Thanks, we're
Yeah.
full up. We're good. Thanks.
you know, the thing that, and I hate to say this, I know because everybody was on the I hate Konami bandwagon for what they did to Kojima or whatever the fuck. Okay, I understand.
Which, despite my earlier comments, yeah, that's fucked up. That
Yeah,
shouldn't
it's
happen.
pretty fucked up. I could see Nintendo, if I was Nintendo, I would reach out to Konami to try to bring back Castlevania back to Nintendo. Just as a out there. Castlevania started like getting big on Nintendo with Castlevania 1, 2, and all that stuff. They had it on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but it's not the same game anymore.
Right, but
Basically, Devil May Cry,
but
worse physics.
they did release a lot of the games like Symphony of the Night on the DS. It would work on the Switch. I used to play those games from Castlevania that were released on the DS. Those were good games. I played a whole bunch of them, so I could see them trying to focus on like Castlevania and trying to bring them back on the Switch. It would work out because it's not going to take too much of the graphics engine and it's portable. I played the hell out of those, and they re-released Symphony of the Night for PlayStation 3. I wish they did it for 4, but that was a fantastic game at the time.
Yeah.
So
No, absolutely. With the third-party support, I don't think Nintendo will ever get that third-party support ever again or anytime soon. With the third-party support. But I'm running my conference. I am ending with the SNES Classic announcement.
Why do you need to announce that?
Is how I'm going to
Well, why?
announce. We learned our lesson. We're going to have the supply. We heard you loud and clear. We heard
okay,
you.
okay. So you're trying to say they're going to make up for all the mistakes. Okay.
Yes, we learned from the mistakes. I'm running Nintendo here. I
Here's
am
my
Reggie.
prediction. They'll do that, and it'll still be a clusterfuck because they don't care.
I'm still gonna camp out 4 hours
And
and get a ticket. Come to my
And
come
I
out on
hope
my
you
lunch.
get it. I hope you get it because I don't want to have to talk about it every week. But there's going to be plenty of people that are still in the same boat as they were this last year, which is we got fucked over. I'm glad that you were blessed, but that's it.
Hashtag blessed. Very
No,
blessed.
they can't afford a hashtag.
Oh,
They
very
were camped
blessed.
out so much they got fired because they couldn't stay at their jobs because it was more important to give money to a company that doesn't give a shit for technology and software that's 25 years old. So
There we go.
hashtag blessed.
So those are our strategies for Nintendo. Again, we're starting off with a fucking press conference, not a spotlight
Or a treehouse.
or a treehouse, which Mo didn't think he was gonna say burn the treehouse down.
fuck the treehouse.
Fuck the treehouse. Fuck Destiny. Fuck E3. We got all the fucks here.
Yeah.
All the fucks to give.
Fuck Kojima.
Fuck.
You guys don't want to go on that one.
And we'll just do an entire episode. So the strategy, third-party support, and what fucking games will we play in 2018? That would be our strategy.
Like how you got Butch at the end there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Please let us know in the comments below what your strategy would be for Nintendo at E3 this year.